Howdy friends, welcome back to my channel. My name's Luke, and today we got a bunch of pin stuff, so stay tuned for more. Alrighty then friends, as I said in the intro, today we got a bunch of different pin stuff. So we got some stuff from shopDisney, got some stuff we got Downtown Disney, so kind of a variety of items today. So let's just kind of jump in. First up, we got this pin here. It's called the Character Cameo Collection. This is a quarterly release through shopDisney, and I believe this is the third quarter release. This pin here is limited edition of 1500, and it displays Remy, and the cameo is Doug. It comes in this like awesome package, first of all. Typically I'm not like thrilled with pin packaging. I mean, really, usually it's just like on a backer card and it's kind of boring. But when this came in, I didn't know what to expect. And when this came in, I was pretty pumped. I thought it was really cool. I'm typically not a Ratatouille or Remy collector, but I originally got it because I do collect Up and Doug is the cameo. And I just thought it was really cute. So let me kind of give you an up close of the packaging, and then we'll take it out and we'll give you an up close of the pin. So as you can see, it comes kind of on this big backer card that this is like affixed to. This box is, but it looks like the Luxo ball. So like how stinking cute is that, right? Got kind of the cutout here so you can see the pin inside. On the sides it says limited edition, and then on the back it gives you the edition size, so 1500 here. So really awesome packaging on this one. I was really pumped when this arrived. And you pull the front off and this kind of comes out like on a cardboard piece, and there's some foam, there's some foam behind it kind of protecting it. So as you can see here, we got Remy is kind of the pin on pin element, and then Doug is a shadow on the wall behind him. So this is, you know, a pin that has two great movies represented. So we got Ratatouille and Up represented in this one pin. So I just thought it was so cute. Overall, the enamel on this pin is really nice and smooth. There's a tiny flaw like up in this corner here. It's almost probably really hard to see on camera. It looks like a little pinhole, but other than that, it looks really beautiful. Then on the back here, we got some really nice Mickey waffling, 2 pin posts, no nubs, just pointing that out, so just to be aware. And also you can see the applicable logos down bottom, and then the limited edition of 1500. Also, there's like the rivets on this that, let me see if you can get them in the, so there you go. You can kind of see those 2 rivets on the back. That's for the pin on pin. As most of you know, Pixar tends to do like cameos or throwbacks in a lot of their movies, so this scene actually exists in the movie Ratatouille. So go back and check it out and see if you can find it. Next up, we have this Park Cruisers pin. So this pin is another one I got from shopDisney. Just want to point out that it did arrive damaged. The backer card did at least, of course. Thank you, shopDisney. But thankfully, this little plastic piece was intact. I don't typically keep pins on their backer card, but sometimes, or when I go to trade like LEs and stuff, I like to pair them up with the backer card. So hopefully if I ever trade this in the future, somebody isn't, you know, upset about the backer card, but you know, it's out of my control, I guess. To be honest, I'm not a huge fan of the Park Cruisers series overall. I just feel like checkered racing flags and Disney don't really go together. I can see it with like cars, or there is a people mover pin, which I'll leave a picture right over here, that I think the checkered flag actually works with, because People Mover has that like futuristic feel to it, where Peter Pan, not so much. But when I actually received the pin, I liked it a lot more than I thought I was going to. There's like these really nice kind of pearlescent elements, and I thought the box thing was going to be kind of weird, but it's not as weird in person. So let me take it off the backer card and I'll give you an up close. All right, so we got the Park Cruiser pin here. As you can kind of see, it has like quite obvious 3-dimensional element to it. So the main attraction of this, pun intended, is the attraction ride vehicle. That's kind of like the main piece about these pins. Each one has the attraction vehicle in that little box. And they also all follow a similar motif, as I mentioned, with kind of like the racing checkered flags up top, which I'm not a huge fan of, but you know, I do think this pin turned out pretty nice. They got Peter Pan behind with the London Tower, and that kind of pearlescent green up top. I'm not sure how well it's kind of coming through on camera. Let me see if I can kind of move it around so you can see. But it does have kind of like a swirling effect almost. So overall, really nice pin. So on the back, we got that kind of gunmetal Mickey waffling, if you will. Really nice color there. I do like this color. Got the logos in the center, and as you can see down bottom, it's Ellie of 2000. So as I mentioned before, I wasn't sure if I was going to keep this pin when I first got it, but once it arrived, kind of with the backer card damage, makes it a little bit harder to trade. And when I saw it in person, I realized I actually kind of liked it more than I thought I was going to. So I do have a smaller Peter Pan collection, but I think this will make a nice addition. The last item we have directly from Shop Disney is this one here. So this is one of the castle collections castle, and this one is the Imperial Palace, I believe, or Mulan's Palace. But I purchased this pin because I thought it would make a nice trader. I do know a lot of people are collecting this series, and I was able to get it from Shop Disney. Typically with some of the other pins, they've sold out and become like really sought after and have made good traders. This one, I don't know if they produced more or they might be sold out now. When I got it, they were still in stock and they still had a few. So I just picked it up and figured, you know, maybe somebody was collecting it, maybe I could get like a pin or two out of it or an LE, something like that. So let me take it off the backer card and I'll give you an up close. All right, here we have the Imperial Palace. But as you can see, this pin is primarily screen printed with kind of like 3D metal elements down below, or not down below, but underneath the screen printing, if you will. That's how they get that kind of column effect, is it's actually like a molded metal pin with screen printing over it. As you can see kind of on the side there's a big old hinge, so this pin does open up. So let me open it up and show you the inside. So as you can see kind of on the inside is the inside of the palace itself. So all of the castle pins kind of open up to reveal the inside of the palace. So you can see kind of the fires going on in the background, got all the little rooms up top, so really nice detail. Once again, I'm not a huge fan of screen printed pins, it's just kind of a personal preference. Even though it allows for this really nice detail, but this is still a nice solid hefty pin. Then on the back here, we got the Disney Castle Collection logo up top, we got the Disney logo in the center, and then kind of Shop Disney's pin trading logo on the side there. This is a sand back because this does come from Shop Disney. And you can see right in the center there, it says limited release. This is a 1 of 10, and I believe it's spread over the course of 2 years, a year, 2 years. I don't know how long the spread is, but this is a 1 of 10. Once again, overall, these are really nice pins. There is lots of detail. I'm not collecting this series overall. I collect like the parks castles, but not so much like princess castles. But if anyone out there is looking for this pin to add to their collection, let me know in the comments below and maybe we can work out a trade. Next up, we got some pins that came by way of Downtown Disney. So as most of you probably know, Disneyland is currently closed. So Downtown Disney is kind of California's only avenue for access to parks exclusive type items. They recently started doing a reservation system where you could show up and do some shopping. You had to kind of reserve a spot, and they had like a window you could choose. It's kind of their workaround for the park being closed, from what I can imagine. But this series is kind of like a Fantasyland Small World mashup. So the characters kind of have a Small World aesthetic to them, but these ones are specifically from Fantasyland. This is kind of like a 2-pin set, like a mini set with Merlin and the Sword in the Stone. And I didn't actually get this myself through the shopping system. I got a park pickup from a friend, but let me take these off the backer card and kind of give you an up close. So first up, we got this little Merlin guy. So look how cute he is. These are rather small pins, hence why I'm kind of holding it by the pin back here. But look at how adorable he is. You can see he kind of has those Small World black eyes, and he's like short and stout, kind of like the Small World little figurines. But he's a little dancing Merlin, so how freaking cute. And then on the back of this one, it does say LE1000. Both of these are a limited edition. It's kind of hard to read. To be honest, the quality of the back of this pin is not super great. The edges are a little rough, and yeah, the font is super small and not like the clearest, but these are really cute pins, so I'll give Disney a pass on this one. And then here we got the little Sword in the Stone, so the one that's like over by the carousel, if I'm remembering correctly. Comment down below if I'm not, and correct me. But yeah, we have the little Sword in the Stone here, so another little Fantasyland kind of icon, if you will, but in another little cute little pin. Next up, we got a Minnie Mouse main attraction Tiki room set. So I actually got this in Downtown Disney when I went with my girlfriend a couple weeks ago. I filmed it and made a vlog, so I'll leave that right up here so you can check it out. But they actually had these and the March, the teacup sets, just like on the racks. So I'm assuming they're kind of still going through old stock from when COVID first happened, but I was able to get these at retail cost, which is awesome. I don't collect Tiki Room per se, and I'm not collecting this entire series, but I do really like the pins, and I figured I could either add them to my collection or use them as traders, kind of play it out, because I was able to get them, yeah, like at retail cost, which is a lot of times hard to find with these pins once they've been released. I'm gonna take them off the backer card and I'll give you an up close. First up is the little Tiki bird guy. So we got the little parrot here sitting on his perch. This one, like the rest of the attraction pins, is like a 3D element. You can kind of see it's like 3D. So I actually really like the way this pin came out. The colors are really vibrant. The 3D works well on this pin. So yeah, this is a really nice pin. We've got a quick shot at the back here. So all these pins will be pretty much the same. So I'll just show you this one. But they all say Minnie Mouse Main Attraction right in the center there. It's a little bit hard to see because this pin is so small, but it has the pin trading logo as well, and all the applicable things. One thing I will mention is the top pin post was a little bent when I just took it out off the backer card. So it goes to show that I guess Disney as a whole has bad shipping practices, not just Shop Disney. So if that eases anyone's pain. All right, then we got Minnie here, and this Minnie, I do just want to say, I really like. I like it a lot more than I thought I was going to. I really like that they utilized primarily enamel. So even her face, her ears, her bow, those are all enamel elements. The only screen printing is on her dress there. That gives it that like floral kind of pattern. So way to go Disney on this one. I wish they would have followed trend with some of the newer releases. But her skin almost has kind of like a greenish hue to it as well. It's really slight, but it is kind of, it's there. So yeah, I'm really glad that Disney kind of embraced the enamel pieces here. I do like the screen printing on the bottom in this instance. It just adds kind of a little extra, which is, in my opinion, what it's there for. So really nice job on this one. And lastly, we have the ears here. So once again, I do like these ears. They came out pretty nice. I'm not a huge Tiki Room collector, but they are a really good representation of the ears that were released as part of this series. So they have kind of like the bamboo elements around the edges of the ear. They have the feathers at the top, the little tiki bird right in the center and on the bow. So yeah, these are actually a really good representation of the ears that came out. So that gives it a plus, I guess, in my opinion, right? Once again, I'm not a Tiki Room collector and I'm not attempting to collect this whole series, but I mean, hey, when you can find a good set at retail price that typically sells out like super fast, sometimes you just gotta hop on it. So still undecided if I'll add these in or if I'll post them for trade or something. But yeah, comment down below if let me know what you think about this set. Are you collecting this entire series? Let me know down below. And last, but certainly not least, is we got a trade we did. So we got this Pocahontas pin and then a little hidden Mickey. So this trade is one I did with a subscriber named Kyle. Hey Kyle. So he reached out, I think on Facebook, and was saying, I don't know if I posted my traders or something, but he had mentioned that he's like, oh, like I just started watching your videos, and whether he noticed from the video that I had some, or maybe I posted traders, I can't quite remember. But regardless, there was 2 pins I had that he really needed to complete a set. I had the Brer Fox and Brer Rabbit in my traders, and those are the only 2 he was missing from that set. And also he said that Splash Mountain was his favorite ride. So I was like, hey, let's work out a trade. So he had this in his traders, we were able to trade for it. And then there's also like another pin or 2 that he maybe wanted, or maybe I wanted, I don't really remember. I think I had an Animator's Collection Snow White that he really wanted too. So we were able, between those pins, we were able to work out a Pocahontas, Ellie, and a hidden Mickey that I don't have. So let me take this off the back card and I'll give you an up close. All right, so we got Pocahontas here. This is a spinner pin. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. Whee! So this is a spinner pin with kind of like fall leaves behind. She's looking very pensive, as Pocahontas often is. But this, I believe, was released for the 25th anniversary, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't collect Pocahontas, but like as I mentioned before, there was a couple pins that Kyle really needed, so we were able to work out a trade. Figured this would make a nice addition to anyone's collection who collects Pocahontas. Then in the back here, you can kind of see that center plate is which holds the spinner in place with the kind of post on it. And the rest of that back piece is like the spinner part. And then this pin is LE of 3500. So really nice pin here. Yeah, once again, I'm not a Pocahontas collector, so if you have something in your trade, or if you are and you want to trade for it, let me know down below. We can see if we can work out a trade. Otherwise, I'm just gonna kind of hang on to it and maybe put it in my random bits collection. And then lastly, we have this little hidden Mickey. So this is part of like the Wave C 2019 packs. This is one of the 3 little pigs. So they have 3 of the houses and then 3 of the actual pigs. I have the brick house, and now I believe this is the straw house, if I'm not mistaken. But this is one hidden Mickey I didn't have, so I figure you know, why not add it in, right? And then always important to show the backs of hidden Mickeys. You can see nice nubs up top there, good logos, and then this one is 6 of 6 out of this series. So nice hidden Mickey here. I do have a couple of the pig pins. I don't remember which pig, but one of the pigs, one of the houses, and now I have this one. So I got 3 of the 6. So maybe I can complete this whole hidden Mickey set. So thanks again, Kyle, for the great trade. Well, all right, friends. That's all the Shop Disney, Downtown Disney, and one pin trade haul. That's all the pins we got today. Friends, that's all the pins we got today. We got some from Shop Disney, some from Downtown Disney, and then we also had a trade in there. So a little bit of an eclectic mix, but really nice pins overall. What was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. I think mine was probably the Sword in the Stone little mini set. One, because they were kind of hard to get, because they were like really a limited release at this one kind of event, and also because I'm a huge Sword in the Stone collector. What was your favorite out of this haul, this little mini haul? Let me know down below in the comments. If you liked what you saw today, please give it a huge thumbs up, subscribe with notifications on so you stay in the loop when I post new videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you real soon. I need to slow down. But it does have, look at the London, excuse me, the London Tower. Man, I can't talk today. That didn't make any sense. An animator's collector, oh, I can never say that. I think I had like an animator's collection? I don't know. Animator.